Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Thursday, only here on YouTube. I want to welcome you to the November 16th, 2023 Vinyl Treasure Show. Johnny G here with watery eyes and allergies, here to continue with the Times Square record countdown, but I always open up with a cool instrumental, and I like that instrumental there. I'm sure many of you know that tune. That was a big hit for this saxophonist, Mr. Lee Allen. Actually, his biggest hit came out on Al Silver's Ember record label, and in December of 1957, a song called Walkin' with Mr. Lee, and I always like that tune. Number 54 on Billboard, 45 on Cashbox, was a big number 11 record if you were tuned in to WCOP in Boston, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, he passed away on October 18th of 1994. He was only 67 years old, passed away from cancer, but he will always be remembered for that record. And it's got some other cool releases also on the Herald label and other labels too, by the way. But there you go, December 57, Lee Allen and his band on the Ember label, Walking with Mr. Lee, to open up the countdown here. You saw me opening up a 45 there. I got to play it after the show if I'm going to keep it. I think it's the Crow's first record on Jubilee, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's start it off here. Where did we leave off last week here? And by the way, a program announcement. Next Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving, so Johnny G will not be here. I probably will be spending it with the family here, so I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for next week on Thursday. I'll be here on this coming Saturday, of course, and the Wednesday night show. I will be there for the Wednesday night show, but not the Thursday. We will continue with the countdown, probably finish it off next Thursday, and I'll have some bonus records. I think I don't have Stormy Weather, but I have the other records that Slim was looking for, so I'll add those in as a bonus. But anyway, just to let you know. But let's see, we left off, we closed last week's show with number 56, that classic song by the Moonglows, In My Diary, came out on the Chess record label. So let's start it off today with number 55, dropping 45 notches from the prior month, that being June. This group out of Brooklyn, New York. This is on the True Light record label, and it's the group's only release. They included the members. I have the members here. Donald Jones, Andy Margaglia, Phil Rio, Thomas Rock, and the lead singer on this. His name is Willie Kalia. And this is from 1957. Let's open up with the Chalets at number 55. The Chalets on the True Light record label. It's called Fat Mamio at number 55.
If you got a little mama and you wanna keep her neat, you could take her to the liquor shop and she'll be finished because she's a
she's mine, all mine. She can drink a quarter cheaper than be feeling fine. Can't believe I love her so. Guess she's my little
That's number 55 on the survey. Those are the Chalets with the long ending there. That's the long ending on the original 1957 Fat Mamio is the name of the tune. It's on the True Light record label. And Willie Kalia, he's the lead singer. Now, your collectors out there, the true first presses of this do not have True Light etched in the dead wax. That's the 1961 press. It was reissued as a Mamio on a number 1001, and that was on the True Light label. Then on Dart Records in May of 61, probably sold in Times Square on Dart, or maybe even on the Music Note label. I think the Dart label in May was Fat Mamio, and then one more in 63, as I mentioned, on a Music Note. The Dart and the Music Note censored out the words liquor store. They kind of added a saxophone. Why they did that, I have no clue. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, there you go. But that's not an easy record to find on original. Let's continue here. Let's go to Philadelphia now, as this group returns at number 54. This a song dropping only 4 notches from the previous month. I featured their second of 3 on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label, coming in at number 73, their tune called Under the Willow. But here is the group's debut single, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is George Tinley. We go to April of 1954, coming in at number 54. Give a listen to the Dreams on Savoy and their tune called Darlene.
Darlene,
Darling, darling, you're in my every dream. You're in my every skin. My little darling.
darling, darling,
Darling, my darling, sweetest flower of spring, the girl I love, darling.
darling, darling.
I've got the feeling in my heart that will never ever part. Love's flame in my heart says we'll never ever part, darling. Believe in, darling. Take this heart, darling.
Darling, darling, I've got to feel it in my heart. Darling, we will never ever part. Love's flame in my heart says we'll never ever part.
Darling, my darling, the girl I love, darling, I believe in, darling.
That's a great tune there, coming in at number 54 out of Philadelphia. Those are the Dreams. George Tinley on lead. That's their debut single from April 1954. Song entitled Darlene. Again, a lot of Savoy records because they were available, and I'm sure that Herman Lubinsky's feeding Slim Rose to sell these records in the store. No problem with that. As we continue here with the countdown, I'm showing you these cool. Somebody sent me, I will not say who, but they were going to throw these away. I said, "Oh no, give me these things. It's so a shame that these records were broken. These 78s. There is a story behind it, but some of these are really rare too, and it's a shame. It is really, because they're hard enough to find on 45, let alone on the 78s. But they were cracked. But I said, "Oh no, I got to fix a couple of them. I got to break them off there." But thank you for those. You know who you are. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures Show. Entry number 53, holding the same position as the previous month. This group is out of Bergenfield, New Jersey, and it's the group's only release, and the group included Jeff Brenny, he was first tenor, Rick Scorfani, second tenor, Eddie Bryan, baritone, Dennis Buckley, the bass, and the lead singer, Louis Bacardi. Collectively, they were known as the Dukanes, and in 1961, Phil Spector overheard them practicing a Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords song, and signed them to his production contract. And this was their first single, their only single. It came out on George Gallner's Gold Disc record label. It did make the Billboard, but only at number 109, and it received airplay here in the New York area. It was a big number 16 record on WHYN in Springfield, Massachusetts, coming in at number 53 from July 1961. This record not that old, only about a year old at the time of this survey issue. A year old, from July and August of 62. Let's give a listen to the Dukanes. The Dukanes on the Gold Disc record label, and their rendition of the Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords song, I'm So Happy, Tra-La-La.
Cha la 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 la. Cha la 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 la. Oh
That record sounds so much better on a vinyl press. Usually here, the East Coast press of those gold discs are styrene. I hate styrene 45s, but that's a nice Monarch press from California, the Monarch pressing plant. You want to get it that way. Sounds really good. Those are the Dukanes coming in at number 53 from July 61. Their rendition of the Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords tune, I'm So Happy. That's on Gold Disc Records. And again, when I say that the lead singer, his name is Louis Picardi on lead. That's their only release. Too bad for that. I think the flip is good too, by the way, on that 45. Johnny G here is spinning original vinyl 45s. We do the countdown, the top 150 in sales for July and August of 1962. I know many of you tuned into the program have bought records at Times Square Records. I wish I did back then. I wasn't around, or I was too young in 1960 and 61 and 62. I did buy when Louis took over, though. Bought records from Times Square Records. But let's continue here with the countdown. Entry number 52 is the debut single for this group that formed in 1955 at Manhattan's Industrial Arts High School. They auditioned for Morty Kraft. He owned the Melba record label, and he set up this session, and under the direction of saxist and band leader Teddy Cherokee Conyers, they recorded 2 songs that Morty Kraft put out in September of 56 on his Melba record label, and it features I call this the lead singer on this of this group, and the unmistakable voice, because he really has a high falsetto voice, of Martian Samples on lead, moving up 16 notches from the previous month, September 56. Let's give a listen to the Legends on the Melba label. It's called I'll Never Fall in Love Again. The Legends. That's coming in at number 52 on the survey. Those are the Legends. Their debut single from September 56 on the Melba label, I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Marshall Samples, the lead singer on that. And for you collectors out there, the true first presses of this are with the small print, as Slim was able to get Morty Kraft to re-release maybe the whole, I don't know about the whole catalog, but a lot of the Melba singles were re-released with the big print, and they were sold at Times Square Records. And their second release, another great record they do on Hull Records, The Legend of Love. That was from 1957. I don't think that's on this survey, though. But let's continue here with the survey. Entry number 51, moving up 19 notches, is a group out of Atlanta, Georgia, and it's their only release. This is on Al Silver's Herald record label. Now, this group managed by Bill Lowry. Bill Lowry was very well known in the Atlanta area. He owned the NRC record label. He wrote tunes. NRC Records, I think it had Joe South. It had Ray Stevens. It had some group, and not really. Well, there were a couple heavy group records on NRC. The Majestics, I think, was one. There was another one too. But he had his own pressing plant and record distributorship. But he managed this group, and this was probably a little bit before he started with all that. And this group, they were first called the Five Debonairs, and for some reason, I don't know what the reason was, they dropped the five. So you can find this record both ways. I have and I don't like the West Coast looking Herald label. They just don't look right. But I do have a nice copy of as the Five Debonairs on Herald. This is a promo as the Debonairs, and I think I do have an East Coast copy too, but it's whipped. But this is in nice shape, this mint promo here that I'm featuring. And they were originally known as the Five Debonairs. Here they are as the Debonairs, November 1957, on the Herald label at number 51. The song is called Darling.
Darling.
Dom dom doobin dom dom dooby dooby dom dom dooby dom dooby dom
Oh, darling, how I want you, and how I need you. I love you so. Please, darling, don't ever leave me, and don't see me. I need you so. Oh, well, now, darling, I want you so. Oh, darling, I need you. I never, ever let you go, oh, darling. Please don't leave me, and don't deceive me. I need you so.
There you go with the sound of the Debonairs, a.k.a. the Five Debonairs, from November 1957, coming in at number 51. A song entitled Darling, that one there on Al Silver's Herald record label. I had to change the needles, just changed the needle on this turntable number. It didn't sound good last week. A couple of the records didn't sound right. So I don't know, sometimes with these needles, I got to buy some more, because if you don't have the styli, you're not going to be able to play the records. That is a no-no. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as this group from Queens, New York returns at number 50 on the survey, moving up 14 notches from the previous months. Now this is the group's third release on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records, which was stationed out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and this is the only release that the lead singer is not the normal lead, that being Larry Pendergrass. He's not doing lead on this, but Larry did write this song along with the lead singer, and his name is Fred Page. He's doing lead on this, coming in at number 50 from August 58. These are the Chanters on Deluxe, and their tune called Angel Darling.
I'm writing you this letter. I've loved you from the start. I'm searching for the answer to heal my broken heart.
Angel darling, I love you, and I want you to be true. I want you right by my side. By my side. I need you. Yes, I do. And I want you to be true. Angel darling, won't you surrender to me? Surrender to me. I cried on my heart and soul to help you maintain your goal. I tried my best to help you along. Angel, surrender to me. Angel darling, I love you, and I want you to be true. Angel darling, won't you surrender to me? Angel, surrender to me.
Those are the Chanters from Queens, New York, coming in at number 50 on the survey. Ballad there, Angel Darling, Fred Page, not Larry Pendergrass on lead. That one there from August 58, that's their third release on the Deluxe record label. We continue here with the Times Square Countdown. Frankie Lyman's little brother and his group return for a third time here to the survey at number 49. It's dropping 21 notches from the previous month. We held at number 28. And this is, we heard their second release on the Fury label at number 132. That was called Honey Honey. And then at 117, we heard their, third release on Fury, I'm Not Too Young to Fall in Love. This is their very last single at number 49 on George Goldner's Juanita label. The tune written by Les Cooper. Now, originally, this song done by the Charts on the Everlast label, but this version, totally different arrangement, so it doesn't sound anything like it. It's a totally different arrangement, and from the original, and this is from October 58 at number 49. Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords on the Juanita label. The song is called Dance Girl.
Dance girl,
There you go, coming in at number 49 on the survey. I'm trying to show you those 78s. I think they're cool. I love looking at the 78 labels. October 1958, number 49 on the survey, Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords. That's on George Goldner's Juanita record label. Dance Girl is the name of the tune, and sandwiched between this Juanita release and also the Fury releases, they had two on George Goldner's End record label, and not as long as a career as his older brother Frankie Lyman. Of course, Frankie Lyman's career cut short in 1968. But anyway, let's continue here on the Times Square Countdown. If you're new to the program, just finding out about Johnny G, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. Click the bell to get notifications when Johnny G goes live. We're here every Thursday, but not next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving, from 1 till about 3:30 or so, and we'll finish up this survey in 2 weeks when I'm back the following Thursday. And I do a big group harmony show on Saturday night. It begins at 9 p.m. where I have lots of requests. They're mostly requests that I feature, and most of them are from collectors and people that are very knowledgeable about the music. So lots of rarities. I get in trouble with hits here on the YouTube platform. They last night toward the end of the show, they blocked it out. So I mean, that totally destroys the show. Okay, so they don't see that when you don't have a visual and you're on if I'm broadcasting, because I can broadcast with I think I have a system called BUTT. That's how I broadcast the show onto another platform, and it's just it's just a stream. It's not the visual, but I am at the mercy of YouTube and the owners of the content. So there were too many Motown records or something like that where there were issues. So, and I get some requests for hits, and last night I did. So I try to stay away from the hits, and really, it's more of a collector's show. It's for people that love records. Some people don't like records. They just like MP3s, but I like records. Different strokes for different folks. As we continue here with the countdown, and entry number 48, dropping 16 notches, is on Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label, and the only release for this group from Brooklyn, New York. They had this one release, and only 3 of the members are known: Ivan Cox, Alvin Grant, and Alvin Hassel. They're called the Cordovans, and this is on Johnson Records from February 58, originally released in February 58. I think Hiram repressed these sometime in 1960, but coming in at number 48, the Cordovans on the Johnson label. It's called Come On, Baby.
Boom, 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 boom. Shoot, shoot, boom, boom, boom. Shoot, shoot, boom, boom, boom. Shoot, shoot, boom.
Come on, baby, I love you so. Come on, baby, won't let you go. Come on, baby, I love you so. Come on, baby, I give your love from the golden shadow cloud. Come on, baby, I love you so.
For those of you that love Kitty Leads, lots of Kitty Leads throughout this survey. There's another group there, the Cordovans, February 58 release, coming in at number 48 on the survey. That's on the Johnson label. Come On Baby is the name of the tune. Again, I mentioned it was re-released in 1960, and supposedly this group backed up Little Nate Bouknight as the Chryslers on the Johnson record label. I haven't played that one in a while, but we continue here on a Thursday afternoon, and here's another group out of Brooklyn, New York, coming in at number 47, dropping 24 notches from the previous month. Now, in 1956, they were all attending Lincoln High School. They formed a group. They called themselves the Linktones. How appropriate. The Linktones. And the members were Hank Medris, Neil Sedaka, Eddie Rabkin, and a gal, Cynthia Zolitan. And the group member Neil Sedaka and his close friend Howie Greenfield wrote 2 songs for the group, and they auditioned for Morty Kraft at Melba Records, and he liked the song, and I don't know if it was whoever it was, but they decided to change their name. I think the group did, because they were they took the word from a phrase, or one of the group members, a phrase that they were thinking of, token of affection. So they changed their name from the Linktones to the Tokens. And this was their debut single on the Melba record label from May of 56. The Tokens, with Eddie Rabkin on lead on Melba Records. It's called I Love My Baby, number 47.
My baby, me maybe, love her so I will never let her go. No, 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 no. I love her kisses, and tell her blessings, so divine. Every time her lips touch mine, no can't compare. She's sweet and fair, and when she needs me, she sure to find me there. Feel like a king, I wanna sing. Oh, I'm going out to buy the ring. I love my baby, can you blame me, oh, with those eyes, any night would I know lie. No can't compare, she's sweet and fair, and when she needs me, she sure to find me there. Feel like a king, I wanna sing. Oh, I'm going out to buy the ring for my baby. Can you blame me? Oh, those eyes, any night will I know
There you go. Those are the Tokens, coming in at number 47 on the survey. Eddie Rabkin on lead from May 1956. It's on the Melba record label. I Love My Baby. And of course, Hank Medres, he continued with the Tokens. They would add a new lead singer, Jay Siegel, and had a whole bunch of hits. I think, Indrajit, you mentioned The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Not my favorite. I prefer Tonight I Fell in Love, because that was a 45 that my aunt purchased back in 1961. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. Those of you on the YouTube stream, as we continue here, and we haven't been in Philadelphia for a while, as this group, as we return there with number 46, moving up 6 notches. This group recorded for Ivan Ballin's Gotham record label. They had 3 releases on the Gotham label, and their debut single comes in at number 46. Now, this group consisted of Harrison Scott, Bobby Smart, Eddie Warner, Reuben Wright, and the lead singer, Her name is Rena Hinton, and this was a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show. Let's go to August of 1954. Give a listen to the Capris. The Capris on the Gotham label, coming in at number 46. It's called God Only Knows. Sounds of Philadelphia here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, the debut single for the Capris. That's August 1954 release on the Gotham label. Rena Hinton on lead, God Only Knows. Now for you collectors out there, the shiny blue press is the first away for this. I think also comes on our shiny red. I think that's second. And then I showed you, I had the my first copy, a yellow press for that. I had to pulling teeth to buy this record from the Count, Bob Ellis, one of my early purchases from him. I don't know what he charged me, something like $50 or something at the time. It was a long time ago when I was just a young collector like Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Let's continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show for this next tune. It brings back lots of memories from the Gus Gossard Show, and that's where I first heard this song. And the group from Brooklyn, New York, coming in at number 46, and this group included Alan Days. He was a tenor, Harold Chapman, baritone, Arthur Blackman, the bass, Ronald Johnson, a tenor, and lead singer Bill Witt. And he wrote this tune together with group member Ronald Johnson. Again, Morty Craft's Melba Records returns. Lots of Melba 45s here on the survey, and it's dropping 10 notches to number 45. From 1957, give a listen to the Rockatones. The Rockatones on the Melba record label, and their tune called Mexico. See, they ended that song wrong. They just cut it off with that cold ending. That's not the good thing to do, I say. But a great record there. Those are the Rockatones. The Rockatones from 1957. Bill Witt on lead on the Melba record label. Song entitled Mexico. I should send that one out to Adrian Viterbo. He always tunes into the... He's working now, but he usually comes in the afternoon on his lunch breaks as he's listening down in Mexico. My first copy of that, I bought it at the Disco Disc. Did anybody ever buy records from Disco Disc back in the 1970s? I know maybe you did, Joe Shacatano, but I still have that catalog, and I got it on the big print. I didn't get it on the small print, the original. I have a mint copy of this somewhere in the No Humidity base. But anyway, let us continue here with the countdown. Actually, it's like a twin spin on the Melba label as we go to Morty Craft's Melba Records again, coming in at number 44, dropping 20 notches. This group out of Harlem, New York, first recording as the Five Willows for PD Records. Haven't played that one in a while. Should pull that one out for Saturday night. Also releases on the Allen label and Herald label. And in 1956, they went from the Five Willows, dropped the five to become the Willows. And of course, they had a big hit with their first release on Melba called Church Bells Are Ringing, or should I say Church Bells May Ring. But their third release on Melba comes in at number 44 on the survey. It features Tony Middleton on lead. This is from February 1957. The Willows on Melba. It's called Little Darlin'.
Ba 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 da da.
Well now, little darling, I really love you so, and I'll never let you go, because you're mine, alone, alone, alone. I really love you. Oh yes, I love you so, and I'll never let you go, because you're mine, oh mine. You know, I love you so, and I'll never let you go. You know, I want you so, 'cause I love you so. Well now, little darling, I really love you so, and I'll never let you go, because you're mine, oh mine. You know, I love you so, and I'll never let you go. You know, I want you so, 'cause I love you so. Well now, little darling, I really love you so, and I'll never let you go, because you're mine, oh mine. You're mine, oh mine. You're mine, oh
That's number 44 on the survey. Tony Middleton and the Willows, their third release on the Melba record label from February 1957, Little Darling. And, of course, not to be confused with the Diamonds' Little Darling. And, of course, Tony Middleton went on, as Mark Speck mentioned, to have a very successful solo career. And I think he's still, I don't think he's still singing anymore, but he still is out there. He is. He goes way, way back as a member of the Five Willows on the PD label from 1953. Got a nice copy of that 45. Johnny G here on a Thursday. We continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show, counting down the Times Square record top 150 from July and August of 1962. And we heard from this group from Queens, New York at record number 50 today, played the ballad called Angel Darling as their second release comes in at number 43, dropping 17 notches from the previous month. And this is their follow-up to My Darling, written by a group member Fred Page and the lead singer on this tune, Larry Pendergrass, from June 1958. The Chanters at number 43 on Deluxe. It's called Row Your Boat.
Row, yeah, 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 row, yeah, yeah, row your boat gently down the stream. Won't you come on with me, baby? And life could be a dream.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Oh, come on with me, baby, and life could be a dream. I love you, oh, I really do. I really love you, really do.
kitty leads here on the survey there. Lots of kitty leads on the survey. Those are the Chanters. Larry Pendergrass and the Chanters, June 58, released their second release on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. Row, Row Your Boat is the name of the tune. I think that might be it for the Chanters on the survey. Either way, we continue here at entry number 42, moving up 73 notches from number 115 the month prior, and it's the debut single for this group. They're out of Philadelphia. People thought this group was out of New York. No, Marvin Pod found out with an interview that they were out of Philadelphia, and it's on Jack Angel's Neil record label. Now, the group included Arthur Allen, Robert Galloway, Arthur Kemp, Fred Wells, and Robert White. Collectively, they were known as the Monarchs. And this was a tune that my aunt used to hear on the radio. One of those DJs played it, or maybe a bunch of them did in New York. But it's from January 56, coming in at number 42. It's the debut single for the Monarchs on the Neil record label. It's called Pretty Little Girl.
Bo, 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 yep, yep, yep.
Well, pretty little girl, let's go steady, pretty little girl, 'cause I'm ready, pretty little girl, let's go steady now. Hey, pretty little girl, let's go steady, pretty little girl, 'cause I'm ready, pretty little girl, let's go steady now.
It's a New York, well, even though they're out of Philadelphia, it definitely is a New York classic on the Neil record label. There you go. Those are the Monarchs. The Monarchs from January 1956. That's their first of two on the Neil record label, Pretty Little Girl. And Morty Kraft would purchase the master from Jack Angel and reissue it on his Melba label. So if you bought that record in Times Square, I'm sure you got it on the Melba record label. And he used Neil stampers, so it's pretty interesting. He probably gave him the whole thing and said, here you go, press them up. And for you collectors out there, the true first press, this is not a true first press because the Neil logo is the large logo. You need the smaller logo on the Neil as the first press. I don't know what happened with that. It might have been a mess up at the pressing plant, but at least the first presses of that. And I have a VG copy somewhere in the collection that I found at a flea market in the wild. Always fun to find records in the wild, but not so much anymore. Let's continue for this next group. They're out of Queens, New York. When they performed on stage, they would dress in Bermuda shorts. I don't know if they would. Maybe they would at this time of year too. I don't know. But because this record, I think, came out in the summer of 57, July 57. But it's the group's debut single on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. And it features Reggie Walker on lead. He is the bass of the group. And it's with Sammy Lowe in the orchestra. That's the thing I tell young collectors. If you see Sammy Lowe on the label or Tico Wilshire on the label, you better buy the 45 because chances are it's a good one. But this is from July 57 at number 41. Moving up 72 notches from 113 the previous month. These are the Delroys on Apollo and their tune called Bermuda Shorts, number 41.
Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts.
Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shorts. Say, baby, hey, take them shots.
I was walking down the street other day, wearing Bermuda shorts. What to play? I felt a funny feeling and I looked to see all the girls were admiring me.
I say, baby, hey, take them shots.
Boom, boom, boom. Bermuda, Bermuda,
I say, baby, hey, take them shots.
What makes the girls, they begin to smile. Short eyes wearing were kinda wild. And then someone yelled, what can it be? And all the chicks start whistling at me. I said,
Baby, hey, take them shots.
Past the boys, they were hot as could be. I told them to get some shorts like me. They all went down to their near store, and they all have Bermudas when they came out the door. I said,
Baby, hey, take them shots.
boom, boom, boom.
Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Say, baby, hey, take them shots.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda shots. Say, baby, hey, take them.
Bermuda.
Bermuda, 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 Bermuda shots.
That's a record I used to hear on oldies radio back in the 1970s. Lots of these records played in the New York area, at least on a lot of the oldies shows. So they're not particularly rare, although some of them are rare if you have the original presses of them. But it's always good to hear. Nobody plays them anymore. Maybe they used to hear it all the time. I think in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia, they still play this. But it's you got to find these. I don't even think Sirius XM plays a lot of these on their 50s channel. You got to listen to like the Doowop Shop or something. But I like to hear these once in a while. I picked this survey. There's some rare records though on the survey that I don't have all on 45, so I will be playing a 78. That'll get me into the 78 mode. Showed you all those all those broken 78s, a lot of R&B, blues 78s and group records, and some that only come out on a 78, like that. That record I played, I didn't play it. I wish I had it. I might have that Mellow Moods. I have to check because that's a rare 78 it is. But let's continue here. Well, actually, let me tell you about this Delroys record because that was their debut single. They had a release on the two other releases on the Carol label and the Sparkell label, and I think it was called I Still Need That Sparkell single, and Greg offered it to me and I passed up. I should not have done that because that's a hard record. I think it's called Wise Old Owl. Is that the name of it? I don't know, unless I'm losing my mind. Maybe it's not. But let's continue here as we go back to Philadelphia for this group. Now, I think, this group called the Cordells, I think they had some members that belonged to that Bullseye release in 58. But this one released in January of 61, so this was kind of a relatively new record at the time. And it came out on the Bargain label out of New York City. And the previous month it was number 99. It moves up to number 40. And Jimmy Ellis, he's the lead singer. And the bass on this is Earl Young. He's the bass, and he has kind of like a cool voice. And this song was re-released as the Whirlwinds on the Phillips label, I think in '64, but they called it Heartbeat. But this was the original release from January '61. The Cordells coming in at number 40 on the Bargain label. It's called The Beat of My Heart, number 40.
Well, the beat of my heart tells me that we'll never part. We'll be together forever and ever. You make my heart go. So tell me you'll always want me there, that I can say you're mine. You make my heart go. Ah, you're my little star that shines in the night. While I'm sitting here holding you tight, I need your love like the earth needs the sun. And that's why you know I love you so. So the beat of my heart tell me that we'll never part. We'll be together forever and ever. You make my heart go.
Well, now you're my little star that shines in the night. While I'm standing here holding you so tight, I need your love like the earth needs the sun. Yeah. Well.
So the beat of my heart tells me that we'll never part. We'll be together forever and ever. You make my heart go.
That's the sound of the Cordells from January '61. It's on the Bargain record label, The Beat of My Heart. The Cordells there with The Beat of My Heart. I think they also recorded as The Exceptions on the Pro record label, a song called Down by the Ocean. You know that song? That's another cool record, but there you go. Cool doo-wop there coming in at number 40 on the survey. Let's stay in Philadelphia with this next group. This is their second release. Their first release made it on the survey. What was it called? The Key to My Heart. The Key to My Heart, where they were first known as the Twilights, but then they became Tony and the Twilighters on Marvin Red Schwartz and Irving Nathan's Jalen record label. The other one I think was on Red. Was it on Red Top? As I'm losing my mind here, but they're out of Philadelphia. The song written by Joseph Parolo and Robert Finazzo. I think they were group members to the Naturals, or the Four Naturals. And The lead singer on this is Tony Moresco. It was unfortunate because he passed away. He was a diabetic, and I think at first they had to remove his legs, and then he eventually died from diabetes, but at an early age. But this is their follow-up to the Red Top release, Key to My Heart. That was it. And this is from May of 61, coming in at number 39, moving up from number 104 the previous month. Tony and the Twilighters on J-Lin Records. It's called Be My Girl, number 39.
Ellie, 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 Ellie,
They're out of Philadelphia, PA there. That is Tony and the Twilighters. Tony Moresco on lead, coming in at number 39 on the survey, May 1961. Their second release that's on the J-Lin record label. It's called Be My Girl. I first heard that on the Relic LP. It was the best of Red Top Records. There were only a few LPs that I used to buy when I was a young collector. I mean, I have a ton of them now that I pick them up because when they don't have any 45s, a bunch of the guys would offer me LPs, and they weren't that expensive. And then Spence started selling me some of the compilation LPs. I bought a bunch of kind of rarer compilation LPs on, like the Crown label and others that I got that Hull LP that I think Trubosky put them out on his Owl label because he used to put out those the releases that were only on LP that 45 collectors could purchase. But anyway, there you go. Tony and the Twilighters. Also, Tony was a member of the Dynamics that recorded on the Herald record label. That's a good record from 62. And also of Anthony and the Sophomores. Play Those Oldies, Mr. DJ was Gus Gossard's theme song on the Mercury label. Johnny G babbling on here for a Thursday afternoon. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. If you miss any of the show, it'll be on the archive. There's 586 videos on the archive. Some of them not as long as the last few years with all the requests that I get. I get about 65 requests for every show, and I try to limit it to 3. Sometimes I get 4. Some people send me 1, but it's a good mix because a lot of the records are very collectible and come from knowledgeable collectors, records that they're looking for, records that they have in their collection that are very special. I don't have them all, all, of course. There's some that I need and some available now, but they're very, 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 very expensive. But let's continue here with number 38. This is another record that I first heard on the Gus Gossard Show, moving up from number 105 in the previous month. Now, when Grady Chapman left the Robins, he was replaced by Bobby Sheen. Bobby Sheen, who was an LA tenor, greatly influenced by Clyde McPhatter. Now, Sheen, who was at one time another Johnny of the duo Marvin and Johnny, is best remembered as a member of Bobby B. Sox and the Blue Jeans, but he also did lead on some of the Robins releases on the Night label, and also the Robins, he stayed with them when they moved over to RV Records, and then again with their final stop. This was the final stop for the Robins on the Lavender record label. Now, Lavender Records was a subsidiary of the Indigo label. They had 2 releases on Lavender. This is their first, and as I said, a song that I heard played quite a bit on the Gus Gossard Show. It features Bobby Sheen on lead and Roy Richard is on bass. This is from March 61 at number 38 on the survey. The Robins on the Lavender record label and their rendition of the tune White Cliffs of Dover.
There'll be bluebirds over white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just wait and see. There'll be love ever after tomorrow when the world is free. Shepherd looked in the sheep, the valley will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own room There'll be bluebirds over white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just wait and see.
Oh, memories of the Gus Gossard Show. There you go. Those are the Robins. The Robins from March of 1961. That's Bobby Sheen on lead. It's on the Lavender record label. Their rendition of the tune White Cliffs of Dover. That's their first of 2 on the label. And that was a number 27 record, by the way, if you were listening to KYA out in San Francisco, California. Got to welcome Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. He is one of the 2 hosts of the R&B Serenade. R&B Serenade from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time on WHRU 88.7 FM. And he's doing a special on his jukebox section for the Philadelphia groups. That should be interesting. I listened to the special with Carlton Beck. I have that The Girl I Left Behind. I have one of there's not many on the penny label. I have a nice original copy, was lucky to find it on eBay. Most of the collectors that I know, including Greg Surik, he had it on the Thor, I think it was Thor Records. Was that it, Thor Records? But I have a nice copy on the penny label. I've played it, and I think one of the Bip Bap John from, what is it, Darren, his page, Bip Bop Boom, I think, and he was very instrumental with getting a lot of people from the vinyl community on YouTube to come over and subscribe to my channel. He loved that record, and he went out and he bought it. Of course, not the original, because it is a very expensive 45, but I lucked out. It wasn't cheap, but it was fair, the price that I got it as, but it's a rare record, and I love the floating tenors of those California groups. So tune in this coming Sunday to the R&B Serenade with your host Gordon Skagberg and Frank Chingaro, who is in our honor to have him in my YouTube chat room. So check that one out on Sunday afternoon, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's continue here on the countdown. How this EP gets on the countdown, I'll never know, but it's pretty, not to say that some of the records on this EP are excellent, because it's on the RCA record label. The group is out of Philadelphia, and this entry, number 37, is on an EP that was put out. I don't know if this was also on a 45. I don't know, because RCA did some weird things with like putting one artist on one side and another artist on the other side. I think I have one with the Four Lovers, and it's kind of weird, but I would pick those up if they were cheap out in the wild. But this group is called the Ecuadors, it says a single was also released later with, I think one of their singles had the Sputnik Dance and A Vision. But that's not the song coming in at number 37 on the survey. It's called Stay a Little Longer. Now, supposedly, this group performed Sputnik Dance on American Bandstand, and they later on would record as the Modern Ink Spots on Rust, a record that I need. I don't have that in the collection, nor do I have a bootleg of it. And I do have, though, their other release as the Cardinals on Rose, which is a very rare record. But this is from March 58. This is off of an RCA EP. These are the Ecuadors on RCA, and the song is called, I think I have it lined up right. There you go. The song is called Stay a Little Longer at number 37, the Ecuadors.
Boom, boom, de bop, de boom, boom, num, 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 num. Stay the longer, 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 stay the longer. Stay, de bop, de boom, boom, num, 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 num.
Please stay a little longer, honey. Stay a little longer in these arms of mine. While this love in my heart keeps growing stronger, stronger and stronger all the time. Please move a little closer, honey, and give a little kiss to me. And you stay a little longer, honey, and be sweet like only you can be. Stay near me like this all the time. If I can have a little more time, maybe I can make you mine. Please stay a little longer, honey. Stay a little longer and fill me through and through. And you'll find your love for me getting stronger. And you want me to spend my life with you. Stay a little longer, 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 stay a little longer.
Stay, de bop, de boom, boom, num, 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 num.
Stay near me like it's all the tea I any time. If I can have a Please stay a little longer, honey. Stay a little longer and feel me through and through. You may find your love for me getting stronger, and you want me to spend my life with you. Yes, you want me to spend my life with you. For you, yeah, always for you. Always for you.
There you go. That's a cut off an EP on the RCA record label from March 58. Previously numbered 98 on the survey, moving up to number 37. Stay a Little Longer is the name of the two. Now, the Ecuadors is the name of the group. It's on RCA. I might do a bonus thing. Let me hear. I think the first cut is an excellent record. I think it's called. It's what's it called? A version. Yeah, I think A Vision is a ballad. Let me see if it's a ballad here. We'll do a little bit of a bonus record here. Let's see. I think it's good, this song. Let's see.
Strolling through the park at night, a vision appeared to my sight. Yes, the Lord up above delivered my love in a vision in the night. My head was spinning in a haze, and I was walking in a daze. Yes, the Lord up above delivered my love in a vision in the night. Oh, darling, when I saw her there, she said that she had heard my prayer to her, asking for your charms. She told me just where I could find happiness and peace of mind here in your arms. While strolling through the park at night, a vision appeared to my sight. Yes, the Lord up above, oh, He delivered my true love in a vision in the night.
Yeah, I gave you a bonus track there. We'll send it out to Joe Shacatano. If he likes those ballads, maybe he liked that one there. There you go, bonus track by the Ecuadors, March 1958 release on the RCA EP. Well, that didn't come in on the survey, but I know Joe would probably have wanted that. The Vision, right? Called The Vision. No, A Vision as it is on this this kind of like a comical picture sleeve. There you go. And they performed this on American Bandstand. That was Sputnik. That would be interesting. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let's continue with the countdown. This group out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is on Woody Hinderling's Bullseye record label, Bullseye Records, although they're out of Philadelphia, the label is out of New York City. And this record moving up from number 89 the previous month to number 36 on the survey they called the El Capris. Now, this is the same group that recorded for the Phoebe record label. They do a nice song, actually a great two-sided record on Phoebe called Your Star, which I have featured here on the program. But this is from January 56, the El Capris, Eddie Jackson's on lead. This is like the common way. I think the first way this came out was Ooh, I think it was called Ooh, She Did, something like that, but I don't have it that way. I have the more common way. It's called Oh, But She Did. This is on the Bullseye label. This is slightly off center, but it's the cleanest copy I have from January 56, the El Capris at number 36, Oh, But She Did.
I met a girl in Georgia. I took her to the city too. Thought she would never leave me, never make me blue.
Pretty baby, but she did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild. She did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild.
I brought her all new dresses. Everything looked so sweet. Thought she would never leave me. Love was so complete.
Pretty baby, but she did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild. She did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild. Hey,
Bum 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 chihuahua. 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 I tried to reason with her, I really didn't do no good. She went out with everybody that lived in the neighborhood.
pretty baby, but she did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild. She did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild.
She used to drink them sodas, and I thought that was fine. It only lasted a short while, 'cause now she's drinking wine.
Pretty baby, but she did.
Run me wild.
She did.
Run me wild.
She did.
Run me wild.
She did. Run me wild.
Those are the El Capris. El Capris coming in at number 36 on the survey from January 56. On the Bullseye record label, Oh, But She Did is the name of that one with Eddie Jackson on lead. Let's continue here with the countdown. Entry number 35, moving up from number 80 the previous month as we go back to Herb Slotkin's Grand record label out of Philadelphia, as was this group out of Philadelphia. And all their releases, I think, well, not the Christmas release by George Grant. That didn't make it, but all this group's releases made it on the Times Square survey as they reissued all their titles. But it's not that easy to find some of the original presses of this group called the Castells. And this was their fourth of 7 on the Grand record label. And this is on I have it on the blue label. I think the shiny blue is the first without the address. I have the flat blue label that Greg Surik sold me a long, long time ago. July 1954, number 35 is George Grant and the Castells. On the Grand record label, it's called Over a Cup of Coffee, number 35.
Over a cup of coffee,
I sit and I cry for you. Little do I know that you found someone new. I gaze at the stars in the sky and everything in view, because of the tears in my eyes. They seem to be crying too. And this is just your game. Then, darling, I'd rather not play. I know there'll come a day when you won't feel this way. Over a cup of coffee, I sit and I cry for you, because you have done me wrong. I have tears in my coffee
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Joe Shacatano. There's your ballad. There's your ballad. And those of you, I have a cup of coffee here. I'm finishing it up. So Charlene and Joe both having a cup of coffee when this record was playing. Very, very eerie. Well, anyway, there you go. Those are the Castells, George Grant on Lee. That's their fourth release on the Grand record label, Herb Slotkin's Grand Records, coming in at number 35 on the survey, July 1954. Over a Cup of Coffee is the name of the tune. Barbara doesn't like coffee, so she won't go with me to the coffee shop. That's too bad. We continue here with number 34. Kitty Leeds up next here on the countdown, moving up 22 notches from number 56 the prior month. And this group out of Harlem, New York, and it's their lone release that came out on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label, co-written by the lead singer. His name is Lee Witherspoon, and this is with Buddy Lucas and his orchestra, September 1956. These are the Cubs on Savoy at number 34. It's called Why Did You Make Me Cry? The Cubs. another record I used to hear on oldies radio back in the early 1970s. Those are the Cubs, Kitty lead there. His name is Lee Witherspoon. He's the lead singer, September 1956. It's on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label out of Newark, New Jersey. Why Did You Make Me Cry is the name of the tune. Sometimes you can cry with spending, well, that's not an expensive record. Never was. There's so many copies that were around back in the day, but some of these records are really expensive, and you can cry over that is for sure. Let's continue with the survey with this record dropping 18 notches to number 33 from number 15 as we go to New Haven, Connecticut for this group. I think, though, with this release, it was the instrumental version that was being sold in Times Square Records. I'm talking about the Five Satins here. And the Five Satins out of New Haven, Connecticut, after leaving Red Robin as the Scarlets, they signed with Marty Kugel's Standard record label as the Five Satins, and this was actually their first of two on the Standard label. And some collectors consider this song to be the first a cappella record. I don't know. Well, what did I say? I thought they did a different cut on the one that was released. I guess it's the same thing, as I lose my mind. But anyway, these are the Five Satins with Fred Paris on lead, coming in at number 33. I have it on the Standard label. This is the original press, came out in January of 1956 at number 33. The Five Satins with their tune called All Mine, number 33.
This is the story of a love affair. You're all mine, darling. You're all mine. My love will always be. Someday we'll be together. We'll love and never. We will never part. I've got you on my mind all the time. Yes, dear, on my mind. Hoping you'll realize us apart, my dear. I want you always near. Now is the perfect time to say you'll be all mine. This is the story of a love affair.
That's the first of two for the Five Satins, Fred Paris And the Five Satins, January 56, All Mine, coming in at number 33 on Marty Kugel's standard record label. Not easy to find. I can try to upgrade that a little bit, but it goes for a little bit of money there. Is not easy to find a clean copy of that record. I found it in Connecticut, of all places. That's where you would find that record. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Thursday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. I'm here every Thursday, although I will not be here next Thursday. That is Thanksgiving Day. I'll be eating turkey and maybe preparing for the Saturday show with Charlene and watching maybe some football. I don't know. We'll see. But let's continue here. Entry number 32 is... what do I have here? Wait, is a B-side. This is what I say here as the A-side of this. Does this say figure music? No, the flip side of this says Figure Music. Of course, Figure Music was the publishing company for Alan Freed and his buddies, and that is on the flip side of this, which was called Tight Skirt and Sweater, which I think was the A side of the record. But this is the B side, kind of a weird record coming in at number 32. This is on Leo Rogers All-Star Records out of New York City. And this one moving up 8 notches from number 40. This one released on other labels. I think Fenway put it out in 1960, and Atlantic put it out in 63, and Lost Night issued this in 1964. But this is the original on All-Star from March 1958. The Versatones. The Versatones on the All-Star label. The song is called Baila at number 32. As Johnny G gets caught here with a telephone call, there you go. But a big hit, that's a big record in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was I see they typed it on my Facebook page there. I put a bunch of the label scans there, but those Those are, I lost my place. Those are the Versatones. Versatones from March 1958, coming in at number 32 on the Times Square survey on the All-Star record label Baila. If you could understand what they're saying, where is Joel? Joel, send me the lyrics to that song, as I'm looking for the lyrics of that. If you can give them to me, that'll be great. Anyway, we continue here with the countdown. Those are the Versatones, number 32. Let's move to number 31, and as we go with the up-tempos here, and this we go back to Morty Craft's Melba record label, and the first, my aunt, so what happened is my aunt used to take me to the record store in White Plains, New York. So she would buy oldies. So she'd go in there, she's buying the new records from 1966, and she's asking me about, what do you want to buy, Johnny? You want to buy, so I would say, give me Diana Ross and the Supremes, You Keep Me Hanging On, and give me, whatever records I used to hear on the radio, she would buy them for me. And she would also go to the oldies section, and she always loved this record when it came out, but every time she would go to the record store, they were sold out. So you move up, 10 years? I think it was 1966. She was at the record store, and in the back, the guy had a whole bunch of those VJ oldies series. They were called Oldies 45. And she bought this 45 on the Oldies 45 reissue. Of course, I was playing the flip side, which was by the Rhythm Aces, which I never heard of before, called That's My Sugar. So I was playing that side. Of course, I messed up the record. I still have that original record by her that she bought. But anyway, this was their first of three on Morty Craft's Melba record label as the Willows return. The Willows return with Tony Middleton on lead, and supposedly they say Neil Sedaka is playing the chimes on this. So that's probably true because he was associated with the label at this time. This was from February 56. Tony Middleton and the Willows coming in at number 31. Number's 52 record on Billboard, by the way, but it did well here in New York City. The Willows on Melba with Church Bells May Ring.
Church bells may ring, church bells may ring, church bells may ring, and surely, darling, the angels will sing. I tell you, darling, you're queen of my throne. You should have known, sweetheart, sweetheart. Well, the church bells may ring. Surely
Now, for you collectors out there, that press first came out as Church Bells Are Ringing, which I do have, but it's a polished copy. And I don't like to play polished records. I do feature them sometimes here, but it doesn't play well. You see, when they polish them, and that person will not. I will not divulge who used to do that, but they used to polish the records with kind of like they would buff them down, so they would wear down the grooves, so the sound quality is pretty crappy. It doesn't sound full. It's kind of a weak sound there, and that was to get all the scratches to sell it as a mint copy. So that's really not good. Leave it alone. Leave it as a VG. Don't polish it down. But anyway, there you go. Those are the Willows, a big hit coming in at number 31. Tony Middleton, their first of 3 on the Melba label from February 56. Church Bells May Ring. Let's continue with the countdown here for a Thursday afternoon as this next record, still selling a year after it was released, was played and promoted on Slim's radio show from July of 1961, and the group called The Summits. This is on Times Square Records, and the address on this is time. 1475 Broadway in New York City, moving up from number 42 the previous month, 12 notches to number 30. Let's give a listen to The Summits. The Summits on Times Square from July 61. Another really fast song called Go Back Where You Came From.
You took my heart and you left me all alone. Now you come calling me your own. You left me when I needed you. You really left me flat. Go back where you came from and never come back. Well. Go back where you came from. Go back where you came from. I said now go back where you came from and never come back. I just knew I loved you, but I see I was wrong. Now I don't love you and you want to come home. You left me when I needed you. You really left me flat. Go back where you came from and never come back. Well. Go back where you came from. Go back where you came from. I said now go back where you came from and never I loved you once, but never no more. So here's your coat, and there is the door. There's no good at all. Joe said you get to me, sleep in the hall. Go back where you came from, go back where you came from. Say now go back where you came from and never come back. I love you once, but never no more. So here's your coat, and there is the door. There's no good at all. Joe said you get to me, sleep in the hall. I just knew I loved you, but I see I was wrong. Now I don't love you, and you want to come home. You left me when I needed you. You really left me flat. So go back where you came from and never come back. Well. Go back where you came from. Go back where you came from. I said now go back where you came from and never. I said now go back where you came from and never come back. I said now go back where you came from and never come back.
There you go. Maybe they should be playing that record more often here on the oldies radio circuit. Those are The Summits. The Summits from July 1961. It's on the Times Square record label. Go Back Where You Came From is the name of the tune. I don't know anything about this group. I know I found it up in Stormville, New York. They used to have a big flea market, like on a 3-day weekend. So I used to go on Saturday afternoon. It was still packed. and I was looking for 45s, and that's where I found it. Somebody had it. I don't know. I must have picked it up. But, I was looking for people that were like cleaning out old houses, and so they'd put out a box of records. Of course, they were being, they were wise guys saying, well, they're all $1 a piece. I said, you're kidding me. In this condition, you're selling them at $1 a piece? You ain't going to get it. I mean, if there's a VG copy of Bohemian Daddy, it's a deal, of course, but they were mostly, common hits. But I found some good records, at least years ago, because it's getting harder and harder to find records out in the wild. But they're out there if you have the time. David Bowers, you're checking them out there. That's good that you find those records out in the wild. As we continue here, I'm willing to trade too, David, if you're looking for certain things, because I got lots of doubles and triples, etc. of records. I do. I should start selling them, is what I should do, because I want to get some other records that are becoming available. But let's continue here. For this next group, or I should say this next song, is another Gus Gossard favorite, because that's where I heard this first. This tune written by Jimmy Jones. He was the lead singer of the Pretenders and the Jones Boys and other groups. And Al Tate, they wrote this tune. It's on Al Tate's Good record label out of New York City. And it features Butchie Saunders on lead. Butchie Saunders' real name was John Brown. He's originally from Newark, New Jersey. And this record was pressed in the early 1960s with original stampers and leftover labels, so that it's really, really hard to tell originals from first presses. But then others are very obvious because there's so many presses and variations around. But anyway, it comes in at number 29, moving up from number 55 the previous month, March 1958. These are the L Chords on the Good record label, and their tune called Peppermint Stick.
Geez, dandy, to have some candy. Boom-be-doo-be-doo.
Peppermint stick. Peppermint stick. Peppermint stick. Peppermint stick. Peppermint stick.
Geez, dandy, to have some candy. Boom-be-doo-be-doo. Boom, 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 boom. Dandy, to have some candy. To have some candy. Boom-be-doo-doo.
Kitty Leeds here on the Times Square Countdown. Joel, you got to get me the lyrics to this song too, because people say it's obscene. I don't know. I can't decipher it, but there you go. Those are the L chords there. Little Butchie Saunders on lead, March 1958. It's on Al Tate's Good record label. Peppermint Stick is the name of the tune. Let's continue here on the countdown. We go back to Philadelphia, PA for this group. They are called The Dreamers, and this record released in 1955. It became available in the store in June of 62. Made its debut at number 41. Here it is moving up to number 28 as it's on Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. It features Kent Peeler on lead. We go to 1955 at number 28. These are the Dreamers on Grand. It's called Tears in My Eyes. We'll send this one out to Joe Shacatano. It's a ballad. Sounds of Philadelphia here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Dreamers. The Dreamers, that's their debut single on Herb Slotkin's Grand record label, Tears in My Eyes, a 1955 release. That's with Kent Peeler on lead. And I have featured one not too long ago, their Rollin' release. I forget the name of it. What, No Man is an Island, I think, or something like that. I lose my mind. But for you collectors out there, the true first press, I mean, it's really, really thick, a thick press for that, as those reissues sold in Times Square were thin. I mean, you know what? It's definitely worth it if you get them for 20 or 15 bucks. I don't know, maybe they go for 50 now, those second presses, because they're not easy to come by anymore. But anyway, but that's a great record out of Philadelphia. As we start to wind down here, maybe two more records. Let me see, two more, one, maybe two more. We'll see. But got a classic record up next, coming in at number 27 on the survey. Made its debut in the month of June at number 19, and it drops a little bit to 27. This is, I have this, it was, Spence sold me this on red vinyl. I mean, it's a nice copy. I had to take it. It wasn't the max I pay for a single, but it was up there. And I was happy to get this in this condition. And I think at the time, this was sold on VJ Records in Times Square Records. So when you bought this 45, you got it on VJ. But this is on the Chance record label. It's the group's third of 6 on Chance from September of 1953. I'm talking about the Flamingos. Solly McElroy is on lead. The Flamingos coming in at number 27 on the survey with their tune called Golden Teardrops, number 27.
Golden teardrops, I remember when you fell from the eyes of my love. You make me reconsider what a fool I've been, and swear to God I'll stray no more by all the stars above. Golden teardrops, you haunt my memories. The reason you came was because of me. You make me sit right down and add up the score. So go back where you came from. She won't need you anymore. I never realized that I was unfair to a love that was really sincere. I never knew how much you really care. So darling, put away your tears, 'cause I remember, no matter where you'll be, in a crowded room or busy street or a cottage by the sea, but until the end of time and throughout eternity, I'll remember, as you say, those golden teardrops for me. Those golden teardrops for me. Those golden teardrops for me.
That is a classic, coming in at number 27 on the survey from September 1953 on the Chance record label. Solly McElroy on lead. That's the third of 6 for the Flamingos on Chance Records' Golden Teardrops. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show for this Thursday afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the tunes this afternoon as much as I enjoy playing them. Really, this is the only time I get to hear my records. I don't have time to really do anything, really, but it's always fun to break away and listen to the records. So I enjoy them as much as you do. So thank you all for being here, and I will be back not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. Of course, I'll be here this coming Saturday night at 9 o'clock for the 50s and early 60s show. You know, we play the music chronologically there. Had a big crowd for those early sounds from like 1951 and 52. So a lot of you like those early sounds. So keep on requesting them. If I have the 45, some of them I have on 78. But we'll be getting into the 78 mode soon in 2 weeks as I'm going to play around here and get my turntable set up for that. So thank you all for tuning in. If you missed any of the show, it'll be up on YouTube momentarily. No chat though, and I don't know if last night's chat is up. I don't know if they even gave me a problem. Maybe it's not up at all. Maybe they blocked it again. But again, if it's not up and you missed any of the show, go to vinyltreasures.net. I have a link there on that website where you can stream or download the shows there. It's just a stream though, but you can do that. So anyway, so thank you all for tuning in this afternoon, and we're going to close the show with I think this group is out of Philadelphia too. It's definitely on a Philly label. It's Buddy Caldwell's V-Tone Records. This record dropping 10 notches from number 16 to number 26, and they reissued this, or Buddy Caldwell reissued it. I showed you the original on the block print V-Tone label, which doesn't play so well. I had 2 whipped copies. I got rid of one, I sold one, but the orange copy is nice and clean. It plays better, so we'll listen to it on that. The tune written by Charles Davis. This is another Philadelphia group. They're called The Fashions. This originally came out in March of '59. It features Jackie LaVenton. She's the lead singer on this. So our closer today, number 26, The Fashions on V-Tone. It's called I Am Dreaming of You. So that's it, folks. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. I'll see some of you this coming Saturday night on the 50s and early 60s show. So send your requests to vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you dig what I do here in the afternoon. It's always fun to spend the afternoon listening to records on a Thursday. So I will see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long and have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you. Take care.
I am singing